Hey guys, so this summer, as well as going to Poland, I had the awesome opportunity to go away to camp with my new youth group with CBC. The theme of our camp was retro. It was pretty awesome. We had a bunch of fun activities. We had worship and breakout sessions and small groups, or it was called cabin time, but it was just an awesome opportunity to go and just really dig into the Word. There was a lot of things that were pointed out to me, and I'm going to tell you guys about it right now. As I said, the theme of our camp was retro. The ongoing theme of our messages was about my genuine faith. The first night we talked about how our faith is revealed through trials, and that really hit me hard because I feel like Christ was talking directly to me. There's been a lot going on the past 4 years, and I haven't fully trusted Christ with it, you know? And so that night we were in cabin time, and I just completely broke down because I've been so tired of letting chains hold me back from fully surrendering my life to Christ. And the message just made me realize that trials will continue to come, but that God is definitely for me in my trials, so I should count it as a joy. It doesn't mean I shouldn't feel, because I should, but in the end, it should be a joy to me that I go through trials. The second night, we talked about partiality. Once again, it hit me kind of hard because I'm really quick to judge the outer appearance of someone, and that really contradicts God's attitude towards people. And I personally steal away God's job from Him when I choose to judge. And when I judge, I become a judge of evil thoughts. But I do these things because I have a heart issue. I have a power issue. When I choose partiality, I don't fully understand the gospel of grace. I should give others the grace that Christ provides for me. It's a selfish motivation to make much of myself and less of Christ. But it should be the other way around. I'm liberated to show much of Jesus and less of me. The third night, we talked about good works. If there's nothing in my life that shows my faith, I'm probably still dead. But because I am alive, I have to act as if I'm alive. Good works aren't to get me to heaven, but acts of obedience to God. God doesn't need us to succeed in our good works for Him to be seen. God is made more known, and He's seen more through the good works. It reveals aspects of God's character. The profit for me is conforming my character and shaping who I am. The profit for others is that they get to come to know Him more. We talked about how our community is a huge deal. We talked about how in our friendships, what would it look like if we had an encouraging word instead of cutting one another down? My actions speak far louder than my words, because it's not all about what Christ said while He was here, but what He did. During a girls' breakout session on the second to last day, we discussed identity, and I finally had a true click in my mind that my identity is not defined by my friends or my family or even this world, but it's in Christ. And I hope that every other girl will come to realize that, and I hope that my brothers in Christ will as well. Our last sermon, we talked about our words. Our words can bring death or life, wounds or healing. It's not exactly about watching what we say, but how my words reveal my faith. There's a huge connection of faith and words. Words reveal the quality and the maturity of my heart. If I don't bridle my words, I'm fooling myself. Words reveal the condition and the state of my heart. I don't have to guess the condition of my heart. My words completely reveal it. That's a gift because the Lord is after my good. My words reveal the source of my identity. Where I place my identity is where my words come from. If my identity is in myself, I will always be on defense because my identity is at stake. If my identity is in Christ, the gospel will slowly change my words. I will be more able and free to encourage others. I won't feel threatened anymore. I won't have to point out others' weaknesses and flaws. We talked about how to tame our tongues, and it's simple. 1. Prayer. 2. Accountability. I have to give permission to those around me to speak the truth to me. 3, practice. Getting in the habit of keeping a close watch on what I say, in the habit of affirming thoughts, in the habit of telling the truth. I shouldn't have to look or act like anyone else. I should be able to be my own person in Christ. So yeah, all in all, camp was amazing, and God is so incredibly great. And I finally, for the very first time in my life, can say that I know my true identity. Jesus broke every single chain holding me back from fully surrendering and following Him. And guys, I honestly encourage you to get a great community. My cabin this year was just so incredibly amazing. There were things said that I thought I would never tell other people that I didn't know that well. It was like in our cabin there were people that have known each other all their lives, and then there were people that just met, and it felt like we'd all known each other forever. And I can't wait to see what Christ has in store for each and every one of us this next year. Some of them are going off to college. Some of us are going into our senior year. And then we had 2 sophomores in our room that I can't wait to see what the rest of high school looks like for them. The freshman girls were also led by 2 of my really close friends, and I got to meet every single one of them and talk to them and get to know a little bit about their lives and what life is like at home. And they're a great bunch of kids, and I hope that I get to be a part of their freshman year and just help guide them through that. It's a great group of kids. It's a great group of students. I am so incredibly excited for this school year and what God has in store for us, because our community is so incredibly important, and I know that I have that community for the very first time in a really long time. So I ask that you continue to pray for me and for my brothers and sisters in Christ, that we would not let camp be where we end our relationship, that it would be a daily, continual pursuance of Christ, and that we would just build each other up instead of breaking each other down. If you have any questions or anything like that, or want to talk to me about the gospel or anything like that, just call me, message me, anything like that, and I would love to sit on the phone with you, or go grab coffee, or get lunch, dinner. I'm always down for food or coffee. It's always great. But I know that God truly moved. There were fun activities, and I can't wait for winter camp. It's going to be awesome. So I love you guys, and I'm praying for each and every one of you. And like I said, if you have any questions, just let me know, and I will try to answer them as best as possible. Thanks, guys.